Hi everyone. As some of you may know, my project was looking at the different experiences students of color deal with in STEM majors. STEM standing for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And I basically came to that idea based off of my personal experience being a mechanical engineer here at Penn and trying to balance not only my love for engineering but my love for having discussions on different forms of oppression and trying to come up with answers to some of these societal problems. Now, while I don't think these two ideas are mutually exclusive, it's a different story in engineering where discussions on different races having different experiences rarely ever happen, even while students of color struggle to find lab mates who will take them seriously. And so this leads to disproportionate rates in which students of color drop out compared to their peers from engineering, which of course carried through leads to less amounts of people of color in different STEM fields in the industry. And so what I did was I started off with a survey. I tried to poll as many students of color tried to keep all the STEM fields in mind, but most of the responses I got were engineers because I know a lot of engineers. And I asked them a series of questions about their thoughts on their major, what they felt they were able to do within that time span, whether it's in their major or outside of their major, and how often they talked about race and race related issues with people inside and outside of their major. Next, I held interviews with some of the people who answered these surveys to give me more information on the different stories that they had and essentially the different struggles that they've gone through being in their majors. And after hearing all of these stories and all of the different struggles I had no ideas about, I was prompted to hold a meeting with some faculty and professors about the things that I had found, and I presented it to them. And in that meeting, we came up with a couple of ideas for solutions, the biggest one being to create a student advisory board for multicultural students for them to be able to have a direct link to administrations to talk about these issues and come up with solutions as they come about. I think some of the biggest things I learned was that I'm not the only one who has these thoughts and these beliefs, that it's a lot different for you depending on what race you are in these different fields, even at a college like the University of Pennsylvania. And I think the other thing being there always needs to be somebody who is consistently trying to fix this problem. And so for me going forward, I hope to be able to continue to address this issue of encouraging students of color to go into different STEM majors, with the job that I will be picking up in the summer, being a program assistant for a camp that works with students who are interested in math and other STEM fields from lower income backgrounds in New York City, which are usually has a racial component as well, as we all know. And so encouraging them to really go out and show more and more that people of different racial groups can succeed in the exact same ways. We just need to create an atmosphere that encourages everyone together.